working visit to Lagos State, Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari commissioned quite a number of projects from the Lekki Deep Sea Port, the 32 metric ton per hour Lagos Rice Mill in Imota, the iconic Lagos Blue Line Rail project, and more. In the evening of the first day of the visit, Lagos State government hosted a banquet in honor of the president.
We are delighted to host you for 2 days to commission landmark projects that have been delivered with the support of the federal government under your very able leadership. Thank you for honoring our invitation. Just as you have over the years honored several requests for support, we are indeed very grateful. As I look around this room this evening, I cannot help but notice many members of the organized private sector here. These are players in the banking and financial services, manufacturing, real estate, oil and gas, telecoms, digital economy, and others. To you all, I say a big thank you. Indeed, you are the backbone and engine room of the Lagos economy, the primary creator of a prosperity that turns the wheel of our society. Thank you for your worthy allies and partners on the journey of Greater Lagos, and consistently backing up your belief in Lagos with immense financial resources and support. Mr. President, during your last official visit to Lagos in March 2022, you commissioned the banquet fertilizer and petrochemical plants and paid an inspection visit to the Lekki Deep Sea Port, one of the projects that we had commissioned earlier today. In the time since your last visit, we have made remarkable progress on many fronts. These projects are being commissioned during your first visit, today and tomorrow. The Lekki Deep Sea Port, the Lagos Rice Mill in Imota, the Lagos Rail Mass Transit Blue Line Phase 1 project, the 18.75 Eleko to Epe Rigid Pavement 6-lane highway, the John Randall Center for Yoruba Cultural and History are just testament to just how much we have able to accomplish in the fulfillment under our team's governing agenda. Let me quickly highlight what each of these projects translates to in terms of economic benefit for the good people of Lagos State. The Lekki Deep Sea Port will create, as you've heard, about 170,000 direct and indirect jobs, generate over the course of the concession period total government revenues in excess of over $300 billion. The Lagos Rice Mill at Imota, which was a creation of birth between Lagos State and Kebbi, is the largest of its kind in sub-Saharan Africa, and it will produce 2.8 million bags of 50 kg bags of rice annually, while creating more than 250,000 jobs, direct and indirect, looking at the entire value chain. The John Randall Center for Yoruba Cultural and History is a best-in-class facility that will educate, train, and inspire present and future generations, while also preserving the rich arts, music, stories, myth, tradition, religion, and language of the Yoruba people. You will be amazed when you get there tomorrow, Mr. President. The first phase of the Blue Line will transport 250,000 Lagosians daily, rising to 500,000 when it is finally completed. The 18.75 kilometer Eleko rigid pavement 6-lane is part of the 47-kilometer express way connecting the Lekki and the Epe districts in Lagos, and ultimately linking the Deep Sea Port. It also portends great socio-economic benefit and raise livability standards for many people living and working along this axis. And Lekki Epe axis has been adjudged as the fastest development corridor in the entire African continent.
Other dignitaries present also had a few words to chip in about the backstory of the commission project.
This commissioning that took place today was made possible by the expedited manner Mr. President handled all requests made by the Federal Ministry of Transportation concerning the Lekki Deep Sea Port. Added to these were the precedented promptness with which the President approved the Ministry's extraordinary request to designate Lekki Deep Sea Port as customs port and approved work and its publication in the Federal Government Official Gazette in record time. Seaports being under the exclusive legislative list, the Nigerian Ports Authority's provision of a sinking fund for the federal government's equity contribution to the Lekki Deep Sea Port gave this project the necessary statutory cover and financial guarantee in line with the law. Completing the project with the magnitude and impact of a deep sea port in a record time of 45 months shows the effectiveness of tenacious ministerial supervision, strict regulatory oversight, and strong presidential backing.
It is indeed a great pleasure and privilege to make this brief remark on the occasion of the state banquet in honor of President Muhammadu Buhari's visit to Lagos today and tomorrow. As we all know, Your Excellencies, infrastructural development is the backbone of sustainable economic development and integral part of governance. The Central Bank of Nigeria, in recognition of this reality, did establish the differentiated cash reserve requirement DCRR window in collaboration with deposit money banks in order to provide long-term affordable financing options. This is predominantly targeted at infrastructural development and real sector projects that will provide the enabling environment for private enterprise investment to flourish and, most importantly, deliver the fundamental basis for economic prosperity for our citizenry. Lagos State and its businesses have been very proactive in exploring and leveraging our DCRR facility to expand infrastructure and catalyze development.
Nigeria has a coastline of 850 kilometers covering 8 states. The single largest investment in this country is the $25 billion Dangote refinery, the single largest single-train refinery in the world, covering 1,000 hectares of prime land, bigger than Victoria Island, producing 3 million metric tons of fertilizer per annum, 1 million metric tons of polypropylene, and processing refining 650,000 barrels of oil per day. It's because of the enabling environment, the welcoming environment that Ashwaju provided here in Lagos that made it possible.
With all that said and done, President Muhammadu Buhari shares his thoughts on the expected impact of these projects.
I'm delighted to be here in Lagos State on a two-day official visit to commission landmarks infrastructure projects by the Lagos State government and the private sector. I would like to start by thanking the Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Sanwo-olu, and the people of Lagos State for the colorful reception that my team and I received today on our arrival in the state. Earlier today, it was my pleasure to commission the Lekki Deep Sea Port and the Immortal Rice Mill, two projects that are very much in line with our administration's vision of economic diversification and food security. The Lekki Deep Sea Port is driven by my vision bequeaths a legacy of poverty elimination through provision of job-creating infrastructure. I placed all matters related to the operationalization of Lekki Deep Sea Port on top of priority by giving unalloyed backing to the Nigerian Ports Authority and its supervising ministry, the Federal Ministry of Transportation. The commencement of the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, which we are signatory, the distinctive features of Lekki Deep Sea Port, such as full automation, which positions it for quick cargo and vessel turnaround, will greatly enhance the competitiveness of Nigeria's export, especially agro-allied products, in the international marketplace, growth, local jobs, increased forex inflow, and position Nigeria to maximize the opportunities inherent in African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. Secondly, the best of lubricant at MRS Commission is a testament to provision of an enabling environment. The 200-liter lubricant plant, which covers the whole value chain of lubricants and the first of its kind in West Africa, will prevent the importation of substandard products, stop capital flight, and contribute to generation of foreign exchange for the country through products exported by Vesta. This plant will go a long way in ensuring that the plants and machinery which are used in Nigeria have extended lifetime from the use of high quality lubricants. Tomorrow, I look forward to commissioning the historic first phase of the Blue Line of the Lagos Rail Mass Transit, the John Randall Center for Yoruba Culture and History, among others. Lagos is proudly Nigeria's economic nerve center, as well as the leading subnational economy in Africa. It is also a place with which I am very familiar, having lived and served here for long periods during my military career. I am therefore no stranger to the rich culture and remarkable hospitality for which Lagos and its people are famous. The possibilities for the future are immense and exciting. In the 4 months until the end of our administration, we will continue to work with unwavering vigor and commitment to fulfill the promises we made to Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic.